In a way, yeah, there is pressure because when you go to Worlds, then it's kind of you're playing against the best that the world has to offer. In LEC you have a bunch of good teams, and yeah, definitely when you play G2 or Fnatic, it still feels special. But every time you go to Worlds, it feels like there is no better time for you to perform than at Worlds. It's kind of the biggest tournament of the year. No one really cares what happens in LEC. Everyone's just like having their eyes on Worlds. Yeah, I don't think any of us thought so much, that we won LEC, so, we're like super happy because Worlds was coming really fast and we needed to get back to work really, really soon. So I think we're not really, thinking of the fact that we won LEC, but definitely coming into Worlds, you do have something to prove if you're your region's, first seed. You're supposed to be the best that the region has to offer, and yeah, it's extra pressure for everyone, but at the same time, I feel like everyone is welcoming this sort of pressure. It was a bit difficult because Mad Lions and Fnatic they had to go through play-ins in Mexico, so they left 1 week earlier than we did, and we were kind of stuck, screaming only G2 and random teams that are, either tryouting players or, just 5 LEC players just playing scrims together, So it was kind of, you didn't really get the best of practice. But yeah, ever since we got to the US, everything got a lot better. We got to scrim a lot of other teams and kind of figure out things a lot faster because when we arrived here, I feel like we had a bit of a bad meta read. We weren't really, on point with everything. So yeah, with the visa stuff also kind of slowed us down because we could have been earlier in the US. But yeah, can't really do much at this point. I know for the other guys, but for me at least, it's like I want to be first in our group and then we take it from there. I usually never look ahead, oh, we're gonna make quarters or like semifinals or finals or whatever, It's like just focus on the game that's in front of you and play your best, and then you're gonna see at the end of the day if you prepared good enough or if you're good enough to make it further. But for me at least, I feel like as EU's first seed we should it would feel normal to top the group. I wouldn't really say we're underestimating, because it's always been, I feel like it's always been like this, LCK and LPL are always kind of battling and they're winning the World Championship. And LEC is definitely competitive. It's just that, yeah, when LCK and LPL are winning Worlds for, 12 straight years, it's kind of hard to, make any other expectation, we're definitely not, going into the games or like as a region going into the games and being like, oh, we're just gonna lose because it's LCK or LPL. But we go into those games thinking that we can win any game, It's just like for fans, it's a bit more difficult considering that, yeah, LCK and LPL are just winning for 12 straight years. I would say top laners in EUs are like okay. It's just like I don't think there's any spectacular top laner at Worlds. It's like super insane so far from like what I played, but I did not get to play I did not get to play 369 or Zeus yet, so it's a bit hard to say they're like the level is like insane. It's just like feels like there's this aura around Eastern top laners that they're just like always superior, but it's just like they have different meta, so that's why they always have these opportunities to pop off more. But I think skill-wise, we are just as good. It's just we work under different conditions, or like the way our teams play require us to do different things than the Asian top laners. NA teams are kind of struggling. I would love if NA teams would do better, because in a way our communities are like always shared. But at the same time, if they lose, which most of the time they do, their fans are welcome to join on the West bandwagon, because it's usually like NA comes to Worlds, they're like all the NA fans are like, oh my god, NA is so good, blah blah blah. Especially now when EG beat Mad Lions, but Mad Lions wasn't really like that good, so Yeah, they weren't really like EU fourth seed. They were like more like CIS seed, I guess, because they had their spot. And they were like super hyped about it, like in NA doing super good. But I feel like now that they keep losing, slowly what usually happens is like they're like, oh, we're not NA fans. We love Western League of Legends and all of this stuff, and they join on the EU bandwagon. They're like, yeah, we were always with EU and the West and all of this stuff, you know. So it's like it's just a lot of copium, but. I mean, yeah. I mean, we welcome them. We welcome our NA refugee fans, I guess. And for us, it doesn't really matter. You know, we don't really feel anything different that the Koi Rogue thing happened, because that's something that's happening really next year, and it doesn't really impact us at all right now. I guess with time, we're gonna feel more support from the Spanish community. I mean, they're definitely more active, and they've been, you know, supportive ever since the Koi trade or like the Koi deal happened. And I mean, yeah, my Spanish used to be better because I did it in school. I had like 4 years of Spanish in school, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of dead at this point. But yeah, I mean, for next year, if you know, if my future is with Koi, I guess, because now it's not Rogue anymore, it's Koi. Yeah, I might need to brush up on my Spanish skills again.